Alright, what's up, guys? Rolling up some herb. About to make a little video for y'all. I had seen a comment asking how I became homeless. So I'll go into that for a little bit. Basically, so just to summarize it before I explain the backstory, the reason for my homelessness was my heroin addiction, okay? It just absolutely destroyed all relationships with my family through me stealing and lying and being a piece of shit. And ultimately, I just ended up with nowhere to go. I was even kicked out of homeless shelters for quite literally the same thing, stealing and being a piece of shit. So yeah, I was just homeless from drug use and burning bridges, right? Where I was homeless at was in Denver, Colorado, and Aurora, that area, and it was rough. I've been homeless all 4 seasons, couple years, and yeah, man, it just, it's not like I came from a super terrible family. I didn't come from a rich family, but I had a mom growing up. My dad was murdered when I was 5. But I had a mom and shit. I had a place to lay my head. I went to school, did stuff like that. I just ended up getting into drugs. Tried heroin when I was 12 years old. That was back in LA before we moved out here. And then by the time I was 14, 15, I was a full-blown heroin addict. By the time I was 16, I was kicked out the house shooting heroin. And by the time I was 18, I was in county jail. By 20, I was in prison, and I got out in 2019 when I was 22 years old, and I haven't looked back since. For those of you out there who have a family member or you yourself is struggling with drugs, more than likely now it's fentanyl than heroin, please, man, please, for yourself, find the courage, find the self-love, and the self-respect to get off of it, man. You do not want to end up homeless. You definitely don't want to end up in an incarcerated setting. And that's what happens when you're strung out. But my God, you don't want to end up homeless, man. You don't want to lose your house, your family, your kids, your job. So, just like this joint, good things take time. It starts today. Get off of that shit. Do yourself and your people a favor, man. Cheers. If it'll work. Whatever.